Check 1 2. 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4 5. Mic check 1 2 3 4. Mic check 1 2 3 3 2 1. Mic check. You just let me know. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Greg. You're okay with that? That's excellent. Thank you.
Well, good morning. I'm Randy Lewis.
And I'm Nicole Kirk, and welcome to All Souls on this beautiful day, and a special warm welcome to the Reverend Cathey Edwards. Many of us know Cathey is a longtime member of All Souls, but she's a critical part of our pastoral care team and one of the wonderful voices in our choir. So we're looking forward to your message, Reverend Cathey.
Yes, and our wonderful music director emeritus, Rick Fortner, is back. So we welcome them both, and welcome to those who've joined us online and everywhere, members watching from all over the world. We're so glad you decided to join us today. If you're on Facebook or Zoom, please drop your prayer requests, joys, and concerns in the chat so that in a moment we can light a candle and hold space for you here in the sanctuary.
Are you a first-time visitor here to All Souls? We are so glad you are here, and we would love to get you to know you better and answer your questions. After the service, you're invited to Sonen Library, back through the doors across the foyer, and there'll be someone there to answer your questions. Plus, if you didn't pick up your gift bag as a first-time visitor, you can get one at the library.
And if you're a first-time guest with us today and you didn't get a chance to fill out the first time visitor gift card, a guest card, guest card.
Guest card.
You need a gift card, guest card. You can do so. It's in the pew back in front of you. Just fill that out, and you're welcome to drop it in the offering plate as it comes around. And we do have a few announcements for you this morning.
That's right. Every Sunday is what?
Joining Sunday.
A little more enthusiasm, please. Every Sunday is... All right. Thank you, Rick, for the assist. If you're ready to join as a member of All Souls, or you want more information about the membership process, meet one of the ministers in room...
Me.
Reverend Randy.
203.
203 at 11:45. Today, that's right. This Sunday, we have a number of things going on, but one correction, the Voting is Power social justice team, the time for their meeting today is at noon. It's incorrect on the back of the order of service. And for those who are here for my book club, Where the Wild Things Are, we are also meeting at noon. And we might be moving to the chapel because we might be too big for the room. But here we go. You have an announcement.
And next Sunday, the Men of All Souls is meeting at 1 p.m. Next Sunday, 1 p.m. for activity planning and brotherhood. So if you are a male or identify as a male, you'd want to join us next Sunday.
Well, the guys don't get to have all the fun. So next Sunday, it's also the Women of All Souls meeting, and those who identify as women as well. And so that is a different time. That is at noon, and it's a summer book club discussing Jenny Odell's book, Saving Time.
Yes.
And finally, a static dance.
Ooh.
You want me to do that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I can dance.
Yeah, I know you can. That's why I wanted you.
They know I got rhythm.
We won't discuss my clapping in church. So a static dance of Tulsa will be in Emerson next Sunday at 2 o'clock. Next Sunday, 2 o'clock, a static dance, all ages, all body types. It's a dance party. Always there's a suggested donation for this event, and children are welcome as long as they're accompanied by an adult. For more information on these events, check out the back of the order of service, check out the website. And this morning for our offering,
Yes, it is our tradition to give away our offering every Sunday, and we're giving our offering this Sunday through MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
it all started with one woman's courageous fight against drunk driving, and it sparked a movement. MAD carries that mission forward, invigorated by the possibility that together we can end impaired driving in our lifetime. So please give generously when the baskets come around and help support this initiative that's been going on for decades, and we're still not where we want to be yet.
Now I invite you to rise as you're able for our invocation and covenant. This is indeed a day to celebrate. Let us be awakened to it and be glad. Let us count our many gifts. Let us be grateful for the capacity to see, feel, hear, and understand. Let us be grateful for the incredible gift of life. And let us be especially grateful for the ties of love that bind us together, giving dignity, meaning, worth, and joy to all our days.
Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another.
Welcome to All Souls, where we love beyond belief.
From all that dwell below the skies, let faith and hope with one arise. Let beauty, truth, and good be sung through every land by every
Before you take your seat, and as a chalice lighter comes forward, please greet your neighbor.
In coffee hour. I hope our online viewers can feel it. There's so much energy in this room flowing out to you, and we're so glad the energy that we can keep going after the service. I'd like to welcome our chalice lighter this morning, Caroline Johnson. Caroline is a very active member in this congregation. You might see her involved with our Partners in Education social justice team, and most recently at our children's summer camp, she helped run a music program with our choir director. So Caroline Johnson for our chalice lighting this morning.
Thank you. We light this chalice to honor the truth that the life within me is not separate from the life within you. Humility opens our eyes. Empathy opens our hearts. Love calls us to treat every person with the dignity we hope to receive ourselves.
Our time for all ages is called Forgotten Treasure. In 1955, in the country of Thailand, in the capital of Bangkok, a group of monks stood in front of a large clay statue of the Buddha, a man who had awakened to the true nature of reality, to peace and compassion. Now, Buddhists had long made statues to remind them of the Buddha and his teachings. The statues inspire Buddhists to seek inner peace, enlightenment, and mindfulness in their daily lives. For many years, the clay Buddha statue sat outdoors under a small tin roof to protect it from the rain. Now, it was a large statue, 10 feet tall, almost as big as the ceiling here. 10 feet tall Buddha, seated. It was huge, enormous. And people loved visiting that big statue. It made them feel good to see it. But it was decided that it was time for the clay Buddha to sit inside a temple once again. Now, you can imagine it was a big job to move the Buddha because it was very large and very heavy. The monks fastened ropes around the Buddha, and as they moved it, a rope snapped and the Buddha fell over. When the monks checked the Buddha for damage, they saw a crack in the clay, and inside that crack, a glimmer of gold. The monks began carefully removing the clay, and soon they discovered that what they had thought was a Buddha made out of clay was in fact a Buddha made out of gold. No wonder it was so heavy. So why was the Buddha covered in clay? During a war, and this is actually a true story, you all, this Buddha really exists. During a war 200 years earlier, another group of monks wanted to protect the gold Buddha from an invading army. And so they covered it with clay to make it look like an ordinary statue. Their plan worked, and people left it alone. But the monks who knew the secret fled, and over time, the Buddha's true nature was forgotten. I think we have a lot in common with the golden Buddha. Don't we at times cover up to protect ourselves when we feel misunderstood or hurt or criticized, or when we want to fit in and seek the approval of friends and family? We cover up the golden treasure of ourselves. Sometimes the care and compassion we offer to others, we don't offer to ourselves. But the more layers we add on to fit in or cover up, we start to forget. We forget who we are, and that each of us, I'm looking to those online as well, to each of us, you are precious, and you are loved. So to remind you of this important lesson, I invite you in a moment to take a gold star as they come down the aisles and put it on your shirt or dress or outfit as a reminder of this truth. So peel one off and pass it down the row. And as we make certain also that our children get their gold stars as that reminder, I want you to help me with a little closing part of my story. Every Sunday we say, welcome to All Souls, where we love beyond belief. That's right. Well, sometimes around here, the ministers talk about love beyond belief as LBB. Love, L, B, beyond, B, belief, LBB. So to remind us of that, and as we get our stars on, let's do a chant. Let's try it first. It's going to be LBB starts with me. All right. Okay, we're going to chant it 3 times, right? Okay, here we go. LBB starts with me. LBB starts with me. LBB starts with me. Don't you forget it. Children, you are now invited to your Sunday school classes.
Singing I've Got Peace Like a River. You'll find the words on the screen or in your hymnal on page 100.
I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got pain like an arrow, I've got pain like an arrow, I've got pain like an arrow in my soul. I've got pain like an arrow, I've got pain like an arrow, I've got pain like an arrow in my soul. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul.
Yes. Peace like a river in my soul. Yes. In this present moment, we come to share our lives, joys, and concerns with this community that holds us. Today, we light a candle for Bo Limbaugh, who died on June 18th. We hold his wife, Kim, and all those who grieve his passing in our hearts. We light a candle for Reverend David Ruffin, a former All Souls intern minister, as he recovers from a recent swimming accident. We hold in our hearts those facing illness, including Colin Bent's really close friend who's preparing for cancer surgery, and all those among us recovering, grieving, or carrying burdens known only to themselves. Together we surround them with our love. I invite you now to name aloud someone you wish to be included in this moment. And I light a candle for Stephen Freeman and his friend Heather and her family as she recovers. And I light a final candle for all the names spoken and for those unspoken but yet remain in our hearts. If you've lost a loved one over the past year, or if this Sunday is the closest to the anniversary of a loved one's passing, I invite you now to stand in memory and mourning for a brief moment of silence before the prayer. You may be seated. Beloved, in this moment, we are called to remember. Across generations, wisdom has called us to look beyond ourselves, to meet one another with kindness, to listen with open hearts, and to recognize the dignity within every person we encounter. Let us quiet our hurried minds. Let us soften what has grown hard within us. And let us be open to the grace of this moment and to the possibility of seeing one another more like as we see ourselves. Love steadies our heart. Compassion shapes our lives. Let us remain awake to one another this day and all days. Let us be healers, forgivers, restorers of the breach. We're called for such a time as this to be the people who exhibit love in all that we do. May it be so this day and all days. Blessed be.
This is my song, O God of all the nations, a song of peace for lands afar and mine. This is my home,
This is the
country where my heart is. Here are my hopes, my dreams, my holy shrine. But other hearts in other lands are beating with hopes and dreams as true and high as mine. My country's skies are bluer than the ocean, and sunlight beams as clover leaf and pine. But other lands have sunlight too, and clover, and skies are everywhere as blue as mine. Oh, hear my song, the God of all the nations, a song of peace for their land and for mine. This is my song, O God of all the nations, a song of peace for lands afar and mine. This is my home, my country where my heart is. Here are my hopes, my dreams, my holy shrine. But other hearts in other lands are beating with hopes and dreams as true and high as mine, true and high as mine, high as mine, as mine. This is my song.
Damn fine. Hello all, and all online. I am so glad we can be together this morning. And as Nicole told you, I've been part of All Souls one way or another since the 1980s. Joe and I raised our kids here. And then there were gaps when I became a minister and served other churches. In addition to the pastoral care team and singing in the choir, I do teach meditation from time to time. What I've been thinking about lately, won't surprise you, is what we say every Sunday: love beyond belief. I like it. It's catchy. It's a good turn of phrase with multiple meanings. After we sit down Do you think about the various things it might mean? I do. Sometimes I imagine it means loving someone no matter how wrong-headed their ideas or actions may be. Or I try to imagine what a person believes that I must get beyond. In God, not in God. Politics, aliens, where to get the best pizza in Tulsa. I can answer that one. My framing is always about my love projected outward. It's a one-way street. I play the hero. Maybe I have a cape with LBB on back. Yeah. I play the hero taking wise action. I'm right, the other is wrong. In a split second, I've created separation. And this simple binary is a classic do-gooder distancing move. A worldview I was raised with. I often still default to it. Let me help you. Let me love you. My beliefs are fine. So let me love you despite yours. Love beyond belief doesn't have me examining my own beliefs. What I'm interested in today is turning the phrase around a complete 180 degrees. What if the love I need to be reminded of is loving myself? Can I love myself beyond belief? Am I worthy? Do I have a golden Buddha inside me that has been effectively covered up by the mud of fear, shame, and doubt? A lifetime's worth. What does it matter if I love myself? The idea seems trivial in light of world affairs and global suffering. But the mess we're in comes from ignoring all honest truths and realities. When I'm not able to love myself, I'm not seeing the world as it is. I'm wallowing in falsehoods, in stories that may not be wholly true. As RuPaul wisely says at the end of each drag race episode, if you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love someone else? Only when grounded in reality can we be effective and make a difference. So why am I talking about a topic that might seem better suited for a self-help book or a YouTube series? How is this Unitarian, Universalist, churchy? For several reasons. First, without self-love, you cannot be fully in community. It means recognizing that imperfection, failure, and suffering are universal. These are shared human experiences rather than isolating burdens. Instead of feeling alone and ashamed when we fail, our struggles connect us to the shared human condition. Self-compassion lands us right in the middle of a crowd. It's at the core of all connections. And All Souls is a practice ground for experimenting with how to be in relationship with yourself and others here and beyond these walls. To love oneself genuinely is to come into harmony with life itself. So I use a simple spiritual practice to remind me how these imperfections, mine and everyone else's, are universal. When I judge someone else's mistake I've learned from my meditation teacher, Sister Ellie, to tack on the end of my thought, just like me. The phrase brings into immediate focus how similar we all are. Instantly, the separation collapses, pulling all humanity into the moment. Imagine you're driving, rushing to an appointment, someone zips in front of you, making you miss the traffic light that just changed from yellow to red. You missed it! How dare they cut you off? What a jerk! Just like me. Because no doubt you've cut in front of someone once or twice. At our house, we've had various aunts taking over the kitchen counter and now at the back door threshold. And it's so easy for me to smush one or two with my thumbs or stomp them with my shoe. But then I notice my easy disregard for life and my justification that they're just insects. I can think of some politicians and people in power who have disregard for life. The scale of my problem isn't the same as wiping out immigrants or whole populations, but the impulse to remove creatures that are inconvenient or in the way is the same. I'm horrified when others dismiss those less powerful, just like me. A second reason to cultivate self-compassion is our religious tradition values truth. We promise to actively seek truth in love. It's our spiritual duty, really. When you carry a misshapen view of yourself, you're out of step with reality, with truth. This misshapen view spills over into communal work, families, jobs, and civic systems. Love is not a feeling, but an ethical stance, a value. Here's where it gets tricky. We're complicated. Loving the whole of ourselves means seeing ourselves very clearly, taking in the whole spectrum of our behaviors that inevitably range from perfection to completely flawed. Walt Whitman nailed it in his Song of Myself, stanza 51, from his collected poems in Leaves of Grass, when he observes, "Do I contradict myself? Very well, I contradict myself. I am large, I contain multitudes." Fully valuing yourself, all of yourself, all the contradictory multitudes, is challenging work. Self-love can be the most difficult kind of love. You're the most convenient person to hate. The challenge for me is not falling into extremes, puffing up my fragile ego with false praise, or wallowing in despair of my shortcomings. Self-love is not helpful nor true if it only sees the good or requires all around me to sing my praises. Instead, it's a game of percentages. I'll never reach 100% perfect. Again, I contain multitudes. Or, as trans comedian, writer, and activist Alok notes, I come in pieces, I am the things that I love, and the things that I hate. I am the world that I am running from, and the world I am fleeing toward. For me, Nelson Mandela beautifully modeled seeing all the multitudes. Yesterday would have been his 108th birthday. Despite South Africa's apartheid rule and his 18 years in prison, he recalls, even in the grimmest times in prison, when my comrades and I were pushed to our limits, I would see a glimmer of humanity in one of the guards, perhaps just for a second. But it was enough to reassure me and keep me going. This is love beyond belief. He sees in the guards and the handlers the golden Buddhas hidden by the cement of apartheid, of hatred for one another. How does he learn to be clear-eyed, seeing situations and people for what they are? I'll wager his clarity begins with loving himself, not hating himself, not asking, why me? Not distancing himself from the guards, the whites, the magistrates, the politicians. My third reason for discussing this today is to help correct all the times we don't trust we are worth loving. We don't trust because our brains are hardwired to be alert to mistakes. In fact, our evolutionary bias means we process negative information faster, with more neurons firing. You know the feeling. We cling to problems and potential dangers far longer than any of the positive input we get. If there's a golden Buddha inside us, we're often blind to it. And this blindness feels like a form of forgetting to me, how quickly I forget I have value. I forget I have many gold stars in my life. I want one. I call this constant forgetting spiritual amnesia. This amnesia is oh so human and cannot be completely mitigated. We can help ourselves and each other, though. Remembering takes practice, a lifetime of practice. I liken it to CPR. After practicing, you can pull it out when you need it most. The longtime meditation teacher, Sharon Salzberg, has an example of transforming self-put-downs. She's at a retreat, which ironically is about self-compassion, and she gets a call about an emergency and has to leave suddenly. She's rushing, getting ready to go, and drops a large glass container of some cream that shatters all over the bathroom floor. Immediately, she calls herself klutz. When she notices this automatic and unhelpful thought, she quickly adds, "But I love you." She's giving us a small but profound spiritual tool to push back against spiritual amnesia. Tack on, "and I love you," when you catch yourself beating up on yourself. "Oh no, I'm late again. I'm so thoughtless. But I love you." "I can't believe I sent that nasty text. I'm so reactive. And I love you. Oh my. I didn't mean to spend so much at Costco. I am sloppy with my money, but I love you." While you name the mistake, you are not the mistake. You are lovable. When I can accept the reality that I am both vile and angelic, sometimes in the same breath, then I inch closer to accepting the truth of who I really am. Most of all, I rely on those around me to hold up a mirror. Letting others remind me my value is Letting others remind me of my value is circling back to the importance of community in this work. Like Mandala, we return the favor when we see the golden Buddha in others. I have one last story about the value of helping each other see our true gold. Laurie Anderson, The musician and multimedia artist tells a harrowing tale. She's young, around 7, 8, and pushing a stroller with her even younger twin brothers. It is the dead of winter in Illinois. She pushes them through the snow and then across a pond. When the ice cracks and the stroller falls in, she describes taking her coat off and diving in. It takes more than one try to bring up each brother and the stroller. She runs home screaming with the stroller and the twins, who are also screaming. She's afraid of the punishment awaiting her. But what struck her was her mother's response, which wasn't hysteria, rage, or fear. I burst through the back door, and my mother looks at us, at my brothers and me. And I told her what happened, and she said, "What a wonderful swimmer you are. What a great diver. I didn't know you could dive." She didn't mention that I almost killed my brothers. She didn't even mention that. I was a hero. What an incredible thing she had said to me. Lori's mother saw the golden nuggets in her daughter and gave her a gold star that lasted a lifetime. We're not all good. We're not all bad. Finding that hidden inner golden soul in myself and in others takes daily practice. It is a practice of a lifetime. Hence, we promise each Sunday to seek the truth in love. Our love makes room beyond belief for all the contradictions and paradoxes around us. The world is messy. People are messy. I am messy. You are messy. We cannot love, forgive, or build the life together we wish to be when we cannot see how clearly each one of us is integral to this world. All of our multitudes, each piece of you, each piece of me. May it be so.
In response to Cathey's beautiful message, let's stand together and sing "What Wondrous Love Is This?" It's found on page 18 in the hymnal or on the screens.
What wondrous love is this, oh my soul, oh my soul. What wondrous love is this, oh my soul. What wondrous love is this that brings my heart such bliss and takes away the pain of my soul, of my soul. And takes away the pain of my soul. When I was sinking down, sinking down, sinking down. When I was sinking down, sinking down. When I was sinking down beneath my sorrow's crown. Friends to be gathered round, oh my soul, oh my soul. Friends to be gathered round, oh my soul. To love and all my friends I will sing, I will
And now we gratefully receive our offering for Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
Now, I know that not everybody will know this song, but during the sermon and so many years of love in this church and the way it extends outward, if I can get through it with your help, and if you know it, sing it with me. If you don't, it's a wonderful thing that you can learn this morning. It goes like this. How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. Thank you back there. I see you. The choir members know it. And you can sing it a little bit louder, choir members. It goes like this one more time. How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul.
Wow, wow. Before Cathey comes in, thank you for that message.
That
Wow,
was, yes.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you. Comes and delivers our benediction. We are so grateful that everyone come out today. And for those who joined us online, please remain for our coffee hour conversations. And we're so excited about, I'm going to get Rick Fordner.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rick.
And a reminder for those who are first-time visitors or newish to All Souls, join us in the Sonnen Library across the foyer and ask your questions. We'd love to get the opportunity to get to know you better.
Yes, and now we'll have,
Oh, but your children.
the children. Oh, yes, if you got children in the program, come on up here, Cathey, come on. If you got children in the program, please pick them up at the west end of the building before you do fellowshipping in Emerson Hall, all right? All right, there we go.
Don't forget them.
Don't forget.
May the love which overcomes all differences, which heals all wounds, which puts to flight all fears, which reconciles all who are separated, be in us and among us, now and always. Amen.
Amen. And I forgot to say, make sure so.